They've had more than their fair share of disappointments at Darlington. These long-suffering fans have flocked to Feethams today, looking for the final chapter in the club's remarkable recovery story. 12 months ago, the Quakers kicked off in search of the championship with the GM Vauxhall Conference. Today, they know 3 points against Rochdale, and they lift the 4th Division title. Jim Willis returns to the defence with Steve Mardenborough back on the bench. Manager Brian Little will be disappointed that he goes into one of the biggest games in the club's history without his stalwart right-back Les McJanet, who's taken both knee and hamstring injuries to keep him on the sidelines. His replacement, Gary Coatsworth, came in a year ago, though, and scored the goal that took Darlington back into the league. Rochdale have just missed out on the playoffs this time. Last weekend, they held another team of promotion hopefuls, Burnley, to a goalless draw. Manager Dave Sutton keeps the same lineup, knowing footballers take a great professional pride in throwing a spanner in the works, even when it looks as though they've nothing to gain. Football world very much Darlington manager Brian Little's oyster after 2 inspired seasons in management. The next 90 minutes could probably see him mayor of Darlington if he wants to. Referee Karen Barrett from Coventry. This could be a historic day at Feethams. Only twice before have Darlington won promotion from the 4th in 1966 and 1985, when Cyril Knowles, of course, took them into the 3rd. Now Brian Little stands on the verge of leading them into the 3rd Division, straight through from the conference. They could perhaps have wrapped it all up at Scunthorpe last week, but the party turned sour. But Feethams absolutely jam-packed today, and there really is a carnival atmosphere. It's so important to get off to a decent start, though, settle those nerves, and get Darlington down playing that controlled sort of football that's been their hallmark over the last couple of years. This is Gary Gill, very military player, very much a key man in their progress. Back for Coatsworth, making a very powerful run here. And Cook. Cook here at Feethams, and absolute slaughter recently at Northampton. And he was certainly lining up for a spectacular opener. Good break there by Gary Coatsworth. And the volley, though, never got on top of it, and straight into a very packed terracing behind back goal. Nick Tate, number 11 for Darlington. Nick Tate got the supporters and players Player of the Year trophies before the game kicked off, and the North East runner-up in the Hennessy Football of the Year awards as well. So not a bad week for Mick already. Cutter is going to get some distance on that one. Wants to play through midfield, but they're not against getting that ball hit deep into enemy territory either. That's against the bar there from David Cork. Well, that really would have been a sensational start, and David Cork absolutely lashed at that one. What a spectacular start that would have been. It's certainly a cracking opportunity, no hesitation, and down and away. Rochdale really escaping there. Mitch Cook looking to turn it back in again. Cork. And it wasn't quite falling there for Kevin Smith as he came forward. David Cork with 9 goals this season, so close to a 10th. There's Brian Little, that only ever won the Division 3 North in 1925 before he took over. He's won them the GM Conference. Now can he win them the 4th Division? Gill. Still with Gary Gill. Borthwick. A chance here. That's clear there by Tony Brown. And Jim Willis was right up there. And a second chance there early on for Darlington. Certainly the Rochdale defence all over the place. The keeper slipped as well. And finally Tony Brown just hacked it clear, but 2 narrow escapes there. And Darlington will want to press home this advantage now. And again, it's only just wide by Kevin Smith this time. Kevin Smith, the skipper there. When Quakers got promotion in '85. And looking to get that promotion feeling again, and this certainly is a positive start by the Quakers. Cook. No real chance there for Borthwick. Frank Gray, who's been a very important part of Brian Little's management here at Feetham's. Inspired move really from Sunderland and adding to his rather large medals collection into today. Another chance here. That's the opener. David Cork. Darlington are on their way. 8 minutes gone, and it's no surprise the way they started. That's relief as much as joy, and they got the start they wanted so dearly. David Cork has threatened more than once already in this game. And again, the Rochdale defence got most of it wrong. Cork came through the middle, kept control, a little toe poke, and that is 1-0 Darlington. Lovely ball there by Willis inside for Mitch Cook. And the keeper got down well to it, but was pleased probably to see it roll away for a corner kick. Mitch Cook in very positively. And looking crisp side again. That was a lovely inside ball there from Jim Willis, the defender. And Cook fired in the low drive. Welsh happy to see it go for the corner kick, I suspect. Played short for Cork. Mitch Cook again. Plenty of heads at the far end. Little touch on, Kevin Smith was in there. I don't think they'll get that one. Welsh was getting bundled around there as he rolled back with the ball. Kevin Smith up there, sniffing for another goal. But again, it was the central defenders causing the problems for Rochdale, who've really been easily confused in the middle of the back there. Lovely header from Willis, and Keith Welsh just denying Kevin Smith. Burns. Acting quickly, Kevin Smith gets ahead to it now. Gill. Couldn't get around Ward though. Shaughnessy. And that was a heart-stopping moment there from Elliott. And just a little warning there for Darlington, just not to get too complacent. Shaughnessy knocking it in there. And Steve Elliott not that far away. Kevin Smith there. And Smith in again. And I think he might get a yellow card for that. Succession of brutal or anything, but certainly illegal challenges by the Quakers skipper, and the referee, Mr. Barrett, just wants to keep a hold on that. Woodison leaving it, and again put it right down below the legs almost, and holding on to that one tightly. Fired in there by Peter Ward. And down there on the Rochdale bench, manager Dave Sutton will be still willing his players to make as hard a battle of it as they can for Darlington. And Cork again. Not a bad effort either from David Cork. He really has had an outstanding first 45 minutes. In a constant danger, as well as getting that goal, of course. It's the half-time whistle. Composure and authority, the key words for Darlington so far. And it really has been a very relaxed performance, mainly due to that 9th-minute opening goal by David Cork, number 10. That certainly settled Darlington down. Now on course for that 4th division title, but they've still got another 45 minutes to get through, and they'll be looking to make no mistakes. But half-time, Darlington 1, Rochdale 0. Well, the Feetham's faithful had to suffer 8 re-elections and a relegation to the conference, but they're out in force today, and the chairman said to them before the kick-off that he hopes 1,000 or so extra supporters they picked up will come along again next season. So Darlington, 45 minutes away from achieving that incredible climb from the conference straight through to the 3rd division. And Rochdale have brought on both their substitutes, Dave Cole and Jason Dawson. And maybe going to make a last desperate effort on behalf of the rest of the 4th division promotion hopefuls to make sure this season goes right to the very last kick. Certainly Darlington, who've looked relaxed, but authoritative will be a lot more at home if they can just get that second goal. Rochdale straight away on the attack. Andy Milner. And an easy start that. And if only Peter Ward had raced rather more, in fact, it might have been far more uncomfortable. And now Gary Gill comes away. Willis is forward. Penalty. Willis brought down there by Willie Burns. Gary Gill sliding the ball through, Willis well inside the box. There was the tackle, down he went. And it'll be Frank Gray, who stuck 6 penalties away already this season. Lucky 7 could so easily be. Trusty left foot. And it doesn't let him down. That is 2-0 Darlington. And they're getting a tighter grip now on that 4th Division trophy. Delight amongst the Darlington supporters there, and who can blame them? Frank Gray so composed there when it mattered. That left foot is worth a few thousand, that to Darlington. And Darlington going to bring on a substitute. Steve Mardenborough coming on. And there's more than generous applause for the man going off here, Frank Gray. And he certainly deserves a round of applause himself, and Mardenborough has been a regular substitute and just the sort of wide-running player that can cause havoc. Coatsworth knocking it up to Cork. And Borthwick. And this is Mardenborough. Mardenborough perhaps to cut inside. Here he goes, Mardenborough. That's wide from Steve Mardenborough. Character, this fella, when he gets on the head of steam, and always looking to cut inside and have a go himself here. Accelerated away, just flashing across the goal. Mardenborough again, Mardenborough through the middle, still Mardenborough. The wrong side of that upright. Chisels out another opportunity for himself. Very lively indeed there. Played through the middle. What a clever little flick that was by Cork. And Mardenborough still kept going and just poked it the wrong side. And Smith is up there. Smith jumping and snatched there as Willis came in. Still Rochdale coming forward. Andy Milner. Tackle there by Borthwick, but it's given Rochdale the corner. And they won't want to concede anything here, Darlington, and make the last quarter hour or so rather uncomfortable. Could have had to check. And wide of that post. Not a bad ball in. Could have came and checked, but it went wide from Brown. They're pushing it out wide here for Goodison. 30 minutes and a half nearly on stoppage time. Goodison, skipping around Mitch Cook there. Willis, and that one just drifting wide from Andy Milner, who sliced it and was all set to really spoil everything. Just as the Darlington fans are getting in the mood and the kids are over the edge of the barriers, and there's going to be an almighty invasion when that whistle goes. That's it, and that is a champion sound for Darlington. They have won the 4th Division Championship. They've done it in style, and now the celebrations begin. Absolutely swarming all over this pitch. They've been waiting for this moment over some last jittery weeks of the season. But Darlington have shown their composure today. They turned in a calm, relaxed performance in difficult surroundings. They got off to the best start possible. The players are in there somewhere, so too Brian Little. Heaven knows where, though. David Cork settled them down after 9 minutes. Frank Ray almost straight away in the second half, put the penalty away to make it 2-0. And Rochdale were absolutely finished there. They're asking for the fans to clear the pitch so the real presentations and celebrations can begin.
Darlington's ecstatic supporters finally cleared enough room to allow the players to come out again to receive the Barclays League 4th Division Championship trophy. So for the 2nd season running, skipper Kevin Smith gets his hands on the silverware. Once the fans had paid their tribute, it was time for the players to celebrate.
See this man here? We played in a game that sent us down, and we're still here. So what a club we must be.
Not bad, eh?
Huh?
I suppose the day you gave the job to Brian Little was one of the best decisions you've ever made.
Probably one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And when we kept him was another one.
Can you sum up really the contribution Brian's made?
Well, the contribution is everything. Everything that's happened to this club since he came is down to him.
He's the main reason why this has happened. He brought everybody to the club. It was his judgment. And the result is 2 championships, 2 seasons. You know, it says a lot for him, that the amount of clubs that have shown interest in him. But he's decided to stay here, and I'm delighted for him more than anybody else. This has happened.
I'm just delighted for all the people at Darlington, really. They deserve it, you know, after what's happened the last 2 years. And I think they thoroughly deserve it, you know.
Yeah, I'm very satisfied. You know, the players have done tremendous. Under a lot of pressure, they've done very well. You know, we talked in midweek and we said about the game itself was going to be a difficult one the longer it went without goals, but we scored early in each half and really defended quite well from there. So very satisfied with everything. It's nice to win things, and you know, we've started something here, and it's a question of trying to keep it going now.